Hey, what's up guys, it's PyFantastic here. Today I'll be teaching you how to finger trick on Pyraminx well. So there's a solve that I've done at an 8.79 TPS just to show that I am qualified for making this video. I do have a decently fast TPS. So first off, let's start with the grip. You guys don't have to use the same grip I do, just use whatever you're comfortable with, but this is what I find the most reliable. And I've seen a lot of other solvers use this as well. So how I hold the Pyraminx is by keeping my ring finger on this edge right here. My index finger is over here, ring finger goes there, and these two other fingers are just resting right here. And then my thumb and index, and on the right side it's actually different. I have my thumb and index right here, and then my three fingers go under. And I find that this works well for me, for sledging and also for doing flicks. So this video is going to be more about flick turning because I'm not really good at wrist turns other than sledgehammers, of course. So yeah. So another thing I'd like to say is when I do use only flick turns, I sometimes move my ring finger up since it's way easier to do this U move with the ring finger up versus holding it like that because this just feels really awkward. So yeah. And that isn't something like you have to try and learn. If you grip the Pyraminx that way and try to finger trick that way, it's gonna become very natural. If you use any other grip, that's also fine. Just make sure that you're comfortable with your grip and get used to it. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into the actual finger trick. So for finger tricking the tips, let me just give an example solve right here as to when I would finger trick tips. I might not solve the best right now since I'm looking at my camera and solving, but in this case what I would do is solve. So I would start like this, start off with these two tips, turn them like that, right? I would do this push U kind of thing because doing something like this would take a lot of time because it's a regrip, and doing something like that would be way faster. And then I would flip to the top, and then I would do this tip just because my finger's in a good position to do that. So I would push like that. Again, I wouldn't move this hand and do that just because it would result in a regrip and it would take more time. My finger isn't really in an optimal position to turn it that way. So I would do that and then solve this edge. And now since this finger is free, I would push this tip back like that, and then I would cubitate and do the alpha. So while doing tips, it's very important you get used to like doing push moves because those are really important and are gonna make your tips way more efficient. And another thing I found that helps me a lot is solving the tips while I'm solving that part of the cube. So for example, I wouldn't solve all the tips at the start. So let's say I have this L4E case and there's something like that. I would probably solve these two at the start and then finish this L4E and then do that towards the end. If you want, you could do like two tips at the start and then two at the end, but that isn't what I like doing. I generally like solving the tips as I'm solving the cube whenever my finger is in a good position. Now let's get into the actual middle layer finger tricks. So for you could do two ways. So one is bringing your finger back here and doing that. This is what I see most people doing. I think this is mostly just because it's the closest to how you'd finger trick on a 3x3, because you wouldn't do like a push like this on 3x3 too often. And yeah, the other way of finger tricking a U move would be pushing like this, and this is what I like more just because it's faster. Moving your finger all the way to the back kind of takes a lot of time, and this finger trick does take some getting used to. So now let's get into U prime. For U prime I use three different finger tricks. So the first one is the same thing for U except with the left hand. Again, this is what I see most people doing since it's very comfortable. And then the second one is flicking like that. And also, so for U, I also finger trick it like this with a push like that. But this is in very select cases where my index finger isn't in an optimal position to finger trick like this. That's when I would finger trick using this hand like that, and this takes some getting used to, so you have to keep practicing it. And another way I finger trick U prime is by pushing my thumb, and again this is only when I want to prevent regrips. If your finger is in a good position for finger tricking like that, you should do that. Now for R and L, I just move my entire wrist like this. This is what I found works the best. Nothing fancy like moving it like that, because that would just result in too many regrips. So just stay normal, and moving L and R layers like this works the best, and it also keeps your fingers in a good position for moving the U layer. Drilling the algs will also help a lot. Like for example, if you're using layer by layer, just keep drilling the last layer algorithms. That will really help a lot. And use the fingertips, which I told in this video. It helps a ton, just drilling all the algorithms and stuff. And also just drilling like sledgehammers, or just practicing moves like this, because they're very difficult to do at the start. So now let's get into B moves. I generally don't use B moves. I'd rather just cube rotate and do an R or R prime, just because that's what I find is more efficient for me. But definitely, if you're able to finger trick B moves well, it will help a lot. Since you're not going to use B moves in algorithms anyways, if you're using it, it's generally just going to be for your V or for block building. So for finger tricking B prime, I just push with my ring finger like this. And for B, sometimes I lift like that, but this isn't too fast, and my finger often isn't in a good position for doing this, so I just use my left hand and do the same thing. But I don't use this very often, just because I can't finger trick them too well. So another thing is, make sure that you keep practicing these finger tricks. As I told, try to implement them in solves, not just in algorithms. Then it becomes more of a habit, and once you get used to that, as you keep doing solves, you're gonna turn faster eventually. It's just gonna become natural. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to comment down below what you would like next. And that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.